Man, we've been having a good time. Oh my God, we've been slaying demons on the internet, demons all around us. We've been knocking them out left and right, and it's been almost too much fun at this point. I had a little bit of a brain aneurysm yesterday. I ran it. You know, we get so much stuff sometimes. It's a deluge of internet goodness sometimes here, and then I got nothing. And yesterday, I thought I had nothing. And so we didn't do a show. And now I'm here doing it on a Thursday. We don't normally do it on a Thursday. We thought we'd slayed all the demons. And then something miraculous happened. Of course, thank you, dear God. Thank you for coming back into our lives and making sure that Season Infinity keeps going strong. Because something amazing happened last night. A guy that we've been making fun of for a little while now who thought he was having a good time. He thought things were going his way finally. You know, we'd been making fun of him, and man, had he been down in the dumps. And he's this kind of guy where he's one step forward, two steps back. It always seems like forward movement, but if you really look at it under the microscope, and we love looking at it under the microscope here, if you really look at it under the microscope, it's not. He's always just kind of slightly fucking things up for himself. The guy I'm talking about, you know him, Mersh from Revenge of the Cis. You've heard of Mersh. This is Mersh. This is a real photo of Mersh at a gay club with his mouth open, agape, his tongue lolling, la, 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 out of his mouth toward a man's penis. Nearly close enough for the man to put his scrotum on Mersh's frenulum, I'm pretty sure. So, anyway, this guy Mersh, yesterday apparently was his birthday! Very exciting stuff. Happy birthday. We're going to be celebrating Mersh's birthday tonight. You see, a few weeks back, I called into the kill stream when Mersh and Rico from Revenge of the Cis were on the show. And I played a little, tiny, humble, just a small gag on my old pals, Mersh and Rico. Guys I love and I think are very funny and have a good show. I thought I'd call them up and I'd poke a little fun at them, right? And man, they froze like deer in the headlights, okay? They became venison jerky after I plowed into them with this innocent little gag. And of course, they and all their fans said that I ate my own dick and balls, which is a little odd looking at this photo, but they said I ate my own dick and balls doing it, but they barely spoke about me. And then an interesting phenomenon happened, ladies and gentlemen, and I think you know what I'm talking about. I showed up again on the kill stream, and the entire internet decided I ate my own dick and balls. And suddenly, even though for weeks Rico and Mersh weren't talking about me so much, and when I called in when they were on the kill stream, all of a sudden, when the internet is against me, ooh, they start running their yaps. And this is what I'm talking about. It's the saddest thing. It's the one step forward, two steps back of Mersh. Because here's what happened. They start running their yaps about me. And they don't really cover it, but they cover it more than when I did it to them. And then, of course, things changed, right? So last week, my efforts were, of course, proven to be correct. And Dick Masterson, the guy I called into the kill stream to make fun of, has indeed become a lol cow. And this is the guy that they've sided themselves with. So they spent a week, ribbing me, just poking me back a little bit. And I was like, tee-hee-hee, come on, guys. Come on. But then, of course, now they look stupid because they are with the guy that nobody really wants to be associating with anymore because he's a lol cow. And Mersh, right after I did this to old Dick Masterson, Mersh gets his big break. He shows up on the Dick Show for the first time without Royce, so nobody to back him up. And boy, the time you want to be on the Dick Show is not when Dick Masterson's chat room is filled with people just dunking on him. I mean, this is a guy, Mersh is the type of guy who loves to glad hand with people. Another big L in their corner. They think they're taking that big leap forward, and instead they're moonwalking backwards, and they have no idea. Another big L they took. They had Shane Gillis and Doug Stanhope on their show, just to give you an idea of the weeks that Mersh has been going through leading up to his birthday here. They get these big guests on their show, and an incredible thing happens. I love this. This wasn't even the best moment for me, really, but I love this moment. Take a look.
Well, I thought you got replaced by a gay Chinaman.
But
yeah. Wow, okay, yeah. And you see the look on Mersh's face? That didn't land. They just, okay, yeah, that wasn't good. All right. Loud and clear. 10-4, Shane. You didn't laugh. Doug, sorry. I ate it in front of one of my comedy heroes.
It's a quarantine haircut. Look at this, you got hair, man. I have to fucking shave my head. I started balding in my 20s.
So Rico's balding in his 20s, and then that wakes Shane up. Shane has been having a terrible time during this entire interview. It's been going on 38 minutes, and Shane hates these guys. So he finally can see them. They've only just turned their camera on for Shane, and Shane realizes he should say this.
So what are you going to do about it?
So I have a question.
Man, are you guys both bald fat dudes with beards?
Yes.
Fat, yes, not quite bald.
Has-
Uh-oh. Not quite bald, says Mersh as daringly as any human being has ever said any sentence ever. So Mersh lifts up his cap to reveal his not quite bald head, and of course it is severely balding. I mean, a level of balding, the likes of which we haven't seen since a Howard brother, Ron, Clint. This is, and it's gross. Now because I have long hair and because people are stupid, I get on the internet all the time that my hair is greasy, even though it is beautiful and clean and always nice and really a level of wonderful that makes women even jealous of my hair. My hair is never greasy, but Mersh had the misfortune of wearing this hat and sweating through this interview. The nerves had been getting to him so much that the hat had turned the little wisps of hair he had left into slimy tendrils on the top of his head. Essentially, it looks like Cthulhu is poking out of Mersh's hat to say hello to Shane.
Some hair,
yeah,
but I don't.
Not quite bald.
No, you're losing it, sir.
I'm losing it, yeah, but I still got it. Don't fucking rush. Let's not rush.
Oh, boy. Shane makes sure to let him know. Nah, you're losing it. And by the way, in that exact same interview, Mersh tried to claim a joke I did on his show Nightwave as his own to Shane. And I, of course, put out a video all about this. Again, it's one step forward, two steps back. It's failing upward, though. He is still, the numbers, which is all he cares about, are still going up because they keep paying for those bigger numbers. I, of course, revealed very recently that Revenge of the Cis has bought, at the very least, 1.6 million views on their channel. They've bought 1.6 million views. This can be confirmed on socialblade.com. 1.6 million views bought. So the numbers keep going up, and as far as Mersh is concerned, that is success. So congratulations to him, but it's still two steps back. When these things keep getting uncovered, it's still two steps back. And of course, yesterday was his birthday, and I want to celebrate his birthday. And just to give you a little taste of how his birthday was going, let's take a look at the birthday stream. Here's Mersh well into the stream. It's, in fact, about to end at this point. And he was exactly this sauced since minute one.
Scott Hall is another one. There are a few guys that are very protective of the chase and rants.
So not only is he not doing a bit here, this is not a character he's pulling off or anything like that, but just to be clear, he is so skunk drunk, he can't keep his eyes crossed All right? He's normally got his eyes completely facing two opposite directions. You know, this man's eyeballs travel space and time to bring you whatever the stupid internet story is of the day he saw on Twitter. In fact, he can actually keep track of his Twitter feed and his Facebook feed at the same time. But he's so drunk here, his eyeballs are doing a mutiny on his head, and they're trying to escape their own typical gravitational pull that crosses them toward each other. On top of that, he's forgotten which part of the microphone to speak into. So a lot of times during this stream, you can't really hear what he's saying, and I'm not sure it would matter to begin with. It's very hard to understand. One step forward, two steps back. What a beautiful birthday gift for me, though, that Mersh is giving us. We're going to go over that birthday stream. We're going to go over his appearance on the Dick Show, which was a real faceplant. I mean, you want to talk about faceplants. This was a faceplant. And again, Mersh's time, his bad time, his two steps back doesn't end there. You know, recently he made the step forward to make his layout look a little bit better. We made fun of his layout on Nightwave and on Revenge of the Cis, and he's been trying to make up for it ever since by very poorly copying what I do on the show. You see, he thinks that my aesthetic is vaporwave, so he's been trying to lean into this vaporwave thing, and it led to this. Let's take a look at his new layout here. Here's just a random clip.
This is how we're handling. This is how you handle a pandemic, ladies and gentlemen. Again,
so he's talking about the latest thing that every guy is talking about on the internet, of course. And you see he's got this animated background. He's got the new Nightwave Radio logo. A lot of cool stuff going on here. It's maybe slightly easier to read his chat than it used to be. But the strange part, I want to point your attention to right here, these Japanese characters, okay? Now, I happen to have studied Japanese in high school, and I can read this. I know what it says. It says, the top character there says night. The middle character is no, and no means like of or at. And then the bottom character is man. Night man is basically the man of the night. The man at night is what this is supposed to say here on his screen. It turns out, though, that in Japanese, I mean, I wouldn't know this without having found this out myself. This isn't obvious. Man at night, that sounds like he's the night man. He's Nightwave Radio. He's Night Daddy, he calls himself. You know, giant killer, media insurgent. All that killing of giants he's doing currently while sucking up to them. So he's the night man. Seems innocent enough, but apparently this phrase in Japanese is sort of a colloquialism. And I'm not making this up. This is real. We're going to go over this in detail, in the pettiest of details. Apparently, man at night in Japanese is a colloquialism for gay twink vampire. So tonight on the show, to celebrate MERSH'S birthday and all the winning we've been doing here at Pod Awful, I thought we would bring on a very special guest, a guy who I'm actually very good friends with, one of the very few people I allow to call me Bullets, my secret best friendship name. This guy's name is Defango, and you might have seen me on Defango's show a few months ago. Defango, it turns out, has a long history with Mersh. You see, Mersh stole something very important to Defango, and Defango is going to come on the show tonight, and he's going to do something very, very interesting. And I can't wait to go through this beautiful ceremony with all of you. That's right, it's a ceremony, a birthday Nightwave ceremony where Mersh is going to take one step forward and 2 or 3 or 4 more steps back. It's so beautiful. I can't wait. But this episode is Pizza Fund only. This is behind the paywall. I'm sorry. I know. All you poor people on the internet, you're communists all of a sudden when it comes to content, and you don't want the shit paywalled. That's fine. I do free stuff every week. Enjoy the free stuff, okay? If you want to see this full episode, Join the Pizza Fund, podawful.pizza. We don't have ads. We don't have sponsors on this show. I don't want to waste your time. We're fully fan-funded, and we don't use Patreon, and we certainly don't use what is now being uncovered as a scheme, according to the internet. That's right. It's a scam. We don't use New Project 2 either. We instead have the Pizza Fund fully secured. We don't take your social security numbers for no reason. We don't do any of those skeevy little things that the other people on the internet do when they put up their paywalls. Podawful.pizza, $12 level and up every Wednesday. Get immediate access to our archive of content and this episode and the future live episodes that we do. You get to be here in that chat room. I hope to see you. Podawful.pizza.
Podawful.pizza.
Guys, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Defango.
Oh yeah, well, welcome, hello. Well, the history of Mersh and me isn't really that big, actually, man. I remember getting an email from some dude named Royce, I think it was, and he was asking me, like, hey, you have this crazy great name called Nightwave, and I wanted to know if you would be, like, mad if I were to, like, start using it for a show.
Hang on, stop right there. So the people need to know here, you had a show called Nightwave Radio.
Correct.
He's got it right here. Active status. He's got the order number from when he got it trademarked. Processing speed standard. The order was placed on 2/17/2019, as you can see right there. And if you look right here, it's got the serial number, trademark Nightwave Radio. It's got, all this stuff. Is this for a living person's name, owner name, blah, blah, blah. But you see it right there. Nightwave Radio. So this is legit. I mean, you really have the trademark. And I find that very, very fascinating.
I'm like a trademark troll over here. I've actually seen people do this sort of thing before. So, like,
well, then hang on. I got to stop you there. I don't want you saying that because you're not a trademark. A trademark troll implies that the person didn't already actually own the trademark and didn't do it first. You did it first. That's not a troll.
Well, yeah, like I have it since 2017 that I've done commerce under that name, so that's why I got it.
The only thing that would make you a troll in this is if you were to, I don't know, let's say, give me the trademark to Nightwave Radio.
Ooh, you think I should do it? I mean, to transfer it's going to cost me money.
That is going to cost money. You're right. How much does that cost?
I mean, Mersh wasn't going to get it for free. He was going to have to pay the $150 that it cost me. $150.
So $150
That's what it costs
right now, and it's mine.
Yeah, it's yours 100%. You can have it. It goes right into your name, and then that's it.
Done.
This medium is.
I did. I sent you the $150. It's done.
You just sent me $150?
Yeah, I sent you the $150 for it.
All right. Here we go. Let's see. Let me verify this shit real quick, son.
You see it?
I see it.
So
this is fucking crazy. Wait.
Do we have an electronic handshake
I'll
agreement?
buy it if he won't give you $200. No, CV, you don't want this thing. You don't want this thing. This is going to Bullets because Bullets is going to get this thing because I see what you're doing with him. And honestly, I haven't been wanting to play his game.
So do we have an electronic handshake agreement on this?
Yeah. Wait.
There you go. That's good enough. There we go.
Electronic handshake. That was like a retard. Wait, hold up.
Please. Will you kiss my hand? Just kiss my hand. There we go. Perfect.
Can I lick it? There we go. All right.
I'm good. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the new owner of Nightwave Radio. Thank you.
Dude, I fucking feel so good right now. My name's not connected to that shit anymore. Fucking hey.
Thank you so much. And I will be using it. We will be doing a nightly show on YouTube called Nightwave Radio, where we just go over the topics of the night. Okay, all the topics fit to amuse, and I will, unfortunately, have to protect my copyright as strongly as possible.
Sorry, nigga. This content right here is Pizza Fun's own.
Pineapple dot pizza.
This shit is beefer.
Pineapple dot pizza.
We got shooters in these streets.
No copyrights intended.